he actually encouraged me that you should put that up. I'm like, I'm not putting that up, that's about too much. Like he said to me he wouldn't even care if I made an OnlyFans.
YouTube, what is up? And this is me and Shannon's couples Q&A. So he's fired over some questions on Instagram and we are going to answer them now to the best of our ability.
Yeah, some we're not answering because they're a wee bit too much for YouTube. So we'll start nice and light. Someone said, how did we meet?
We met in a nightclub in Derry.
Yep.
Just randomly.
So I actually knew about Johnny beforehand and I had a wee bit of a crush. I remember seeing him like in the food court one time and I was like to my friends, who's he, who's he?
I usually stalk me.
Right, okay. And we ended up meeting one night in the nightclub and I got his BBM, you know, that BlackBerry Messenger, and I wanted to try and get his attention but without directly messaging him. So there was this thing you used to do. You used to say ping and I'll broadcast your pan, isn't it, or something like that. And I did that and he pinged and then we just started talking and the rest is history. So yeah, we just met through nightclub.
Bit boring like, but
yeah,
what can you do?
But that's how it happened. And by the way, we were 18 and this was in
17?
Oh, we were only 17? Oh, we weren't even meant to be in that nightclub. So that was quite a while ago. Does prep affect your sex drive and life?
Yeah, at the start of prep it was not bad, but at the end of prep it's just completely.
What is sex?
yeah. Like even I got asked this question on my last video and I said it was not bad, but I was like only at the start of my prep. But then I was definitely reminded that if the lower your food goes, you're just a robot.
In the mood. You just don't think about anything else but prep.
You don't even think about it. You don't even think about going on stage because you're literally that driven to the ground. You don't even know what you're doing anymore. You're just eat bowls of oats, go train, and you're literally just in robot mode.
Next, how old do you want to be when you're married? If you don't already know, I'm actually engaged. He proposed to me.
Never.
He proposed to me last year after my show. We have zero plans to have a wedding. I mean, we probably would run off to one of those wee Vegas chapels because that would be good crack. But I don't think I would want to waste money on a big wedding. Like, it's crazy how much money people spend these days. And I'm like, for one day, that if you're drinking, you might not even remember most of it. Like, I just don't see the big fuss. People always say when you're a young girl, you dream about your wedding day. I've never thought about it. It's just, I don't know, pile of pasta to me. I know some girls love it and that's fine. But I think I would rather just spend the money like going on loads of holidays and traveling the world. Like, weddings are ridiculously priced. Okay, next question. We answered that one.
Do you take steroids?
Biggest regret as a couple. I've seen this one and I was like, I can't even think. Can you think of anything? Maybe not moving away sooner.
Yeah, no,
that would probably be something. We always talked about it since we met. Like, we actually were gonna.
It's happening next year.
It's
100%.
happening. When we met, we were like the year before you go to uni. And we were actually considering changing the Liverpool because all of our friends was, but we didn't. Now, to be honest, I don't think back then would have been the right time to move anyways. We would have just got sucked up into the partying that you do at uni. But I feel like if we had to put our heads
I didn't even show up at uni in Derry. Like, what would happen if I went to Liverpool?
I feel like if we had to put our heads down a wee bit sooner and saved more rather than wasting our money, we probably could have been away by now. But it is happening. It's happening.
My biggest regret is actually going and wasting 3 years of uni. I would well be moved away by. Yeah. Well, that's true. Whatever.
There's one answer. There's another one.
Can I read it?
No.
Oh, what?
Some of the things are just disgusting. I'm not even reading that out loud.
Let me see if I can get the camera to focus.
Is it focusing?
Nope.
You don't want to know. You don't want to know.
Oh, my stomach got really emotes, bro.
Since it's more normal for boys to show skin on social media, which I don't think it is, does Johnny ever get annoyed or jealous about Shannon, the pictures you post, or getting any male attention, like creepy messages?
Not one bit. Does not even faze my mind at all. I honestly don't care. Like.
He actually doesn't. He's so chill. Like, he actually encouraged me, like, you should put that up. I'm like, I'm not putting that up, that's a bit too much. Like he said to me he wouldn't even care if I made an OnlyFans, now I never would. But he actually wouldn't care. That's why. I'm always thinking about money. Which actually someone says, do you fight about money? We don't fight about money, but I think I'm a lot more sensible with money, so it kind of stresses me out. I've grown up with a family who's always taught me to save and be sensible with money, but I've also grown up with a family, my mom is always panicking about money, so I kind of get like flustered if he goes out and blows money. I'm like, what are you doing? But we don't actually have arguments, but obviously now that we are living together, obviously we have to share expenses, it can get stressful at times, but we don't actually have arguments about it. It's just more me always being on top of him.
She has to time my shares, or hello?
Hello?
It's probably because of the window, no?
There we go.
There we go.
I've been timing his showers recently because he spends way too long and the price of gas is just out of control. I'm like, do you want to pay extra?
It's like 20 quid to take a shower.
Then someone said, what's the worst fight we had? I can't even think of one. Like, we haven't actually ever like broken up before. We have fought for like maybe a day tops, really, haven't we?
We've had fights here now, but they're very, very like rarely.
Feel like
we don't really argue at all, like even though we're always with each other. Because I just wouldn't be ours for it.
People always say like, oh, you spend so much time together. Like even during lockdown, we were literally in a wee squishy room in my dad's house for the whole of lockdown, and we didn't actually fight once during that period.
I don't got time to argue with people. Just
I know. Opinions on body hair. Well, for me, I actually do like clean shaven. I don't like beards. I hate beards. I don't like when a man has a hairy chest or back. Like Johnny does shave. I don't mind a wee bit, but you know, like really, really hairy. I feel like it's just, I don't know. I know it's natural and it's normal, but personally I do like clean shaven. I don't care, like I hate when Johnny shaves his legs. I don't know why. Obviously he does that for bodybuilding to get on stage and stuff, but as for myself, like I like to be clean shaven as well. I know some girls now are like, oh, it's natural, it's natural. I just feel fresher. So what's your opinion?
Yeah, clean shaven please. No further questions.
No further questions.
Do you shave your pussy? With the podcast stuff, bro.
Has Johnny ever worried that you've gotten too skinny? People, what's a skinny thing? I literally was trying to do a bodybuilding show. I
don't understand why people follow people who do bodybuilding and they say you look sick. Like, I'm not trying to look healthy, I'm doing bodybuilding. Like, just like I got in the car a few times and like people were like, bro, you are sick. Like even this prep and the last prep, people were like, you look sick. I'm like, well, I'm not supposed to look. If I looked any different, then you probably say I'm eating too much.
So what's your opinion?
On if you're too skinny? Well, you got the fake tatas now, like, so everything's all good.
But what would you prefer, if I'm bulking or cutting?
I just like both, depends what mood I'm in.
What the fuck? If you could have one, well actually people would say to me like, do I prefer you when you're cutting or bulking? I don't know, actually, well it depends. Obviously sometimes cutting looks visually better, but I don't know, bulking's more like cuddling.
Every time you're shredded, like, you don't even want to you literally, like we went on holidays and I couldn't even go to a swimming pool because I was shredded.
So you didn't even get to show it off. If you could have one trait from each other, what would it be? Like, what trait of mine would you have if you could take it?
Probably I would take impulsiveness.
Yeah, that would be a good one. Yeah, that would be a good one. I'm not an impulsive person, and I'm getting a wee bit more impulsive. Maybe it's being around you. I'm sensible. I think most women are sensible compared to the man. And then for you, obviously you have ADHD. No, I'm not going to say I want ADHD, sorry love. But you do have that like drive when you really want something, you can really push for it and nothing else matters. You've got that hyper focus. I think that's pretty cool.
So you want to be able to hyper focus?
Hyper focus would be cool. You know, people think ADHD, you can't focus, but if there's something that you really love, nothing else matters, which can be a good thing and a bad thing, but I think it's kind of cool that you can really laser focus on something that you are passionate about. Let's see. I should have did these in order. I'm just kind of clicking through them.
It's like being on Adderall 24/7.
One quality you love and one quality you hate about each other. You go first. About one thing you love about me and one quality you hate about me.
Probably your loyalty first.
Yeah, I'm a loyal hoe.
And then one thing I hate about you is probably like how you, what's the word when you just want to like, no, you like you just want like you no, like you don't go out in crowds and stuff.
That I'm socially awkward?
No, not that. Like you're introvert.
Introverted. Introverted. I am. I'm very introverted, but I feel like you are.
I am as I'm getting older, but that's probably used to do because I just
like I don't like being out with lots of people, and I don't like being around people for too long. I like to be in my own wee place. I'm a home person. Like, one quality I love about you is your determination when you get that switch mode on. I think that's class. One thing I hate is how bad you are with money.
Yep.
Managing money. I'm a money manager.
I'm getting a bit better.
You are getting better, to be fair, but that's the only thing I can think of, really. And when you leave your toys on the ground, which is funny because that's what my mom used to say I always did, and now you're doing it. It's so funny. You literally turn into your ma when you move out on your own. Let's see what else, if there's anything else.
We can just turn this video into the OnlyFans video if you want.
Right, I think that's actually all on my phone.
Right, let me try to get my phone to see if I
The rest are a wee bit.
Would you be comfortable your woman doing OnlyFans? The first question I see.
Would you really though? Do you really think about it?
You got stuff all over yourself. Would I be comfortable?
Like you probably like the money, but then really think about it, like knowing what I'm putting up there. It would probably.
I actually don't think it. I think it's a bit weird, like, isn't it?
It would probably depend what it was. Like some people just. Put
actually.
Like, just their.
Some people's OnlyFans are literally the same as other people's Instagram.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it no matter what, even if it wasn't. I just.
I'm not a fan of OnlyFans, to be fair. Just all
well, it's just not my cup of tea. If you want to do it and make money, I think well, power D, you have the balls to do it, but I don't think I want to.
Would you leave your
significant other?
Or would you leave your significant other for a celeb?
Would you?
You go first.
No.
Nah.
That doesn't sound so confident.
Nah, I would not, because it would just be pointless. Like, what if you end up they were annoying or something? And you didn't like them?
I wouldn't want to be with a celebrity anyways, because the paparazzi shit would just get to me. If you were gonna go, if you wanted to go with someone famous, it would have to be just slightly famous, because if it was paparazzi everywhere, and like imagine going with like Justin Bieber or something, like he's so big. Like,
you get fed up with him after a couple of days.
Celebrity relationships with celebrities probably don't last long anyways.
Do you get pissed when Shannon gets her bum out on Instagram? It was me that actually told her to do it in the first place. Yeah. So no. Have you ever broke up?
I don't think we've broke up. Wait, we said like we're not together, but like it's literally been a fight in the class the evening, but we've never actually went on a break. Like you hear of couples that take even a week off, we've never done that.
I think if a couple breaks up once and they've actually broken up for a while, then they're just never gonna like last. Like they're just always gonna keep breaking up, or they're just gonna not. Like if you break up with someone even like for a couple of months or whatever, just no point really going back, is it?
They always end up on and off. Have you ever noticed that?
Does Shannon get jealous if you coach other females?
Well, it depends. To be honest, you haven't really coached that many females yet. So as you get bigger, I'm not gonna lie, if there's a good looking girl, I'll probably having a wee joke, see who's that. But at the end of the day, it's just they make money and I trust them. But
see, most females
I am
are just
human, so if I seen a nice looking girl, I would be like, especially if they're sending check-in pics. But it's just a business, so it's nothing to worry about.
Business is business.
Business is. I see. To be honest, I actually would be glad to see if you got loads of females wrecked on that. There's better for his business. It grows and you have to care.
What made you want to propose to Shannon? I hate answering these questions.
He's so not cringy, neither am I.
What made? Just because she does it, like because she's so good to me. Probably.
But mostly because you love me.
I probably have as well, but I'm just getting so cringed out.
He's not good with things like that. Neither am I. Oh, like you see, if he proposed to me, like you know, when people propose in crowds, I would actually run away. Like I'm so awkward. I don't like romance. Like I don't like romance films. I'm just not a romantic person at all.
When was your first kiss?
It was in that nightclub.
Yeah, in the nightclub. Right. Thoughts on girl/guy best friends?
Well, we've never really had any, so I don't know.
I wouldn't be a big fan of it, to be
I don't
fair.
think I would be a big fan either. It depends how close. If they were just like friendly, but if they're best friends, like texting all the time, going to meet up for coffee, I would be like, that's a bit weird. That's my opinion. Okay, so the question, we'll just start again. Right, so most embarrassing thing that happened to you as a couple. Right, so Dana, you tell the story. This was 2 years, no, not 2 years ago. We were like what?
We were like 7.
Like 2 years into the relationship. No, like 18, 19 maybe, I think.
Right, we were younger, right?
Okay, we were younger.
we put a bottle of vodka on our we went into Waterspoons and we were buying blackcurrants at the bar, and then you go into the toilet, and then Pointers knew straight away we were going in to pour vodka and their drinks, and they and everybody just seen us to get escorted out of spoons.
It's not even, now that I'm looking back, it's not that bad. It happens all the time, but it was just like the moment.
If it happened today,
if it happened now, it's just because when you're younger, like you don't care as much and you don't have as much money, so you're not going to be buying all them at the bar, but they just went boom, straight through the crowd, everyone looking at you, and you just, oh, it's just a shame. Right, next.
Got 2 new ones. Are you going to have children?
Well, I don't know. Maybe like later on.
Not in the
near future. I don't really like children. I know it sounds so bad, but obviously.
What if they've got ADHD like me?
For one. But people are always like, oh, for babies, and I've never been like that. But my mommy was the same. You never know what happens. Like, I mean, maybe down the line when I've settled down and I've achieved all my goals, but I just can't see it happening anytime soon. And it's crazy because when I was like 11, I thought like I would have like 2 wings by now, because 25, well, I'm 24, 25 soon, sounds so old, but now that I'm here, I'm like, I feel like my life is only starting. So children, I just don't see them in the near future, but I don't want to say never, like I don't know.
Probably in like 10 years now.
But then I feel like I'll be too old, I don't know.
Have you ever cheated?
Well, you're not good. First of all, if you did it in the slide, you're not gonna admit it. But no, I know some couples do, and they talk about it and get back. But personally, I would never.
But ever. Does this person like ask off and go on? We're going to sit here and be like, yeah.
But some couples have already openly,
they're ready openly
yeah,
it,
and I would never get back with someone who cheated on me. No, that's weird.
Did Shannon
quitting prep affect you?
Quitting prep affect you? You didn't really end prep at the same time as me though, because she was still like, she wasn't doing a competition prep, but she was still like looking like basically just. I was still dieting. Because I had a BIFA in 2 weeks and I wanted to keep my shape, and like I didn't have any off-plan meals, or I didn't have to watch me eat anything. It's probably, and a BIFA was probably the hardest part for you. BIFA, it definitely affected me when we were in I was like sneaking down the stairs to the pull bar to get pizza and stuff, because I didn't want to eat it in front of them. And then I just felt bad then because we were on holidays and I was like just eating like oats and yogurt. I was supposed to be on she was meant to be on holiday and she had to just, it wasn't really like, well. It was still like, there's only thing differently from that holiday that I would have liked is that obviously to go out for a meal at the gala or dinner and then more time at the pool, but like all or not, like I'm not big into going out drinking anymore anyway, so I don't really care that we didn't get to party. Yeah. So it did a bit in a BIFA, but other than that, no. Have you ever gotten in a fist fight? Like the gala? No. There's sometimes I want to thump you though. See if I have any other ones that I've missed. How many kids do you want to have? At the minute, 0. And if I ever did have, I don't think I would want any more than 2. Do you have a middle name? I know that's not a couple's question, but I actually don't have a middle name. I know, what the fuck. It's just weird, so it is. Mine is Sarah, Shannon, Sarah. Very true.
Well, thank you so much for watching our couples Q&A. There was a few ones on there. Hopefully you found it entertaining. We will do another one maybe in the future, or maybe we'll do something a wee bit more exciting, like how well do we know each other, or something like a couple quiz or something like that. So if you'd like to see something like that in future, please be sure to comment and like, and also subscribe. Most of my viewers are not subscribed, so please make sure to subscribe.
See you guys later.